Let's try this again, folks. Welcome to Horrors of History. I am your host, Captain Rendrag, the one and only patriotic pirate. Happy hauntings to everybody out there. It is officially October, and I have begun the haunted season. I began that back in September 13th, as a matter of fact. So if you haven't seen me yet, you still got some time to come down and see the captain. Make the scares happen for you. Talking about scares, let's go into some details. Some great details about some creatures that we take for advantage in the old silver screen. And I'll even go into some of the 80s ones that later on down the road that are based on true stories. And I can't belittle if I didn't start where I am at. I will not give out the location because I am not supposed to be here. But where I am at, we're going to travel into talking about the fabled Wolfman. Now, is the Wolfman a fable or is it true? Now, of course, the story, we know it is. That is absolute malarkey. You don't get bitten by a werewolf and transform into a werewolf. We know that doesn't happen. Is the story based on facts? And it's and maybe some misunderstood information back in the time. It is indeed based on some misunderstood information. There is a disease that a lot of folks, well, not a lot, a rare amount of folks would get, where the fur, like my beard, and this would happen to females as well, guys and gals out there, where the fur would grow rampant. And we could see a lot of these characters where this happened. They were actually in the sideshows. They would use them as sideshow freaks and whatnot. Now, it was said that Wolfbane was the adolescence to causing you to transform into a werewolf, and you would need the moon to have such transformation goes. And yes, the only thing to take it out is a silver bullet. We all know that. And Hollywood would stretch the story so much in between where, who knows? I mean, they end up taking werewolves and turn them into... We won't talk about Twilight. We don't ever talk about Twilight here. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll discontinue you right there. But no, it's basically, there's a lot of myth, a lot of lore behind that. And right here in Rhode Island, right behind me in these woods, there has been legends and stories of a wolfman hanging out inside of here. I'm waiting for the sun to go down. I'm going to hang out around this area. Going to run some filming in through some of the dark areas. We're going to see if we can find the Wolfman as we speak. If there is one, and it gets me, oh well, I turn into a werewolf, right? Could be worse. I'll be immortal. Of course, I'll have the urge for human flesh. And you're going to have to kill me with a silver bullet down the line, but at least it's you, not me, doing it. Imagine that, the patriotic pirate roaming the seas as a werewolf. It's awkward. Don't they have a submarine called the Sea Wolf? They do indeed. They do indeed have that. Can you hear the noises? Is it a wolf? Is it a bear? There's a mountain area where there are bear locations. Who knows? We're going to stick around. We're going to get back into the vehicle. And we will go for a ride when it gets darker. And we're going to see if we can find this said fabled character that is supposed to be in these woods. And if you know where the woods are, you know where to look.